Hey everyone, back with another replay. This time we have Vlast Boss from class in the Manticore. Now quickly before we get started here, I want to just take a look at his loadout because normally I start the videos after that's already disappeared. So he's got CVS, Commander's Vision System, Low Noise, and Optics. So in case you want to know what he's running, he's also running all large consumables. Now Vlast is going to start off here. Looks like he's heading towards the middle and is trying to spot anything that's going to cross. Now, the Manticore is a bit of an interesting vehicle. Terrible DPM, only hits for 390, but it has a ton of camo. I consider it the tier 10 ELC even 90, or maybe the ELC even 90 is the tier 8 version of this. One way or the other, they share a lot of the same similarities. Now, Vlast here is going to start off by spotting several tanks, including that Leopard, who may or may not have Sixth Sense, given that it doesn't look like he's really trying to get to cover, but it looks like he gets unlit. And it looks like Vlast is actually suffering some connection issues here as his turret starts to jerk. Regains connection, maybe still having a little bit, and that 4005 hits that Leopard for almost 1800, pretty much a max roll there. And that's going to start off Vlast with 1850 as the Sturv finishes him off. Now he's going to spot a Panzerwagen, the opposing, or one of the opposing light tanks on the enemy team, making a rush across there. Now, unfortunately, the first tank misses. Panzerwagens just cruise along the edge, and he's going to make it without getting shot even once. A lot of misses there from his team, and we'll see what problems this causes Vlast in the future. Now the team has taken the top of the hill. The enemy really doesn't have much of a presence up there. Just one medium. It looks like it may be the Progetto who ends up there. But most of the team seems to have focused down the south. Version 4 is making a run for it, and unfortunately the enemy 4005 is going to finish that vehicle off. Vlast has some shots through the windows of these buildings, but being an extremely disciplined light player, he's going to make sure he holds off. If this tank gets lit, similar to a lot of the other light tanks, excluding the EBR, it will easily get killed, especially if he can't make it into cover. You can see that Vlast has turned his tank around. If you look on the lower portion, you can tell, in case he does get lit. Very smart move there, something that a lot of people, including myself, overlook. Now, somebody's going to get a good shot into that 4005, and I forgot to mention that that Panzerwagen got blown up by the 183. He crested over the ridge too much, and he got one-shotted. So that's the second time a Death Star, or a you-know-what barn, has helped Vlast get his spotting damage up. Vlast is on to 3800. No damage is as typical with this vehicle, and Vlast's team has pretty solidly taken that A0 area. Looking for that Jagdpanzer right now. The enemy EBR is going to make a rush across the field. Luckily, it's not on this side of the battle, or of the map, I should say. And that EBR is really hurting. He got set on fire. He's down to a one-shot, and he gets destroyed by the Batchat. Not sure if it was the fire or not, but either way, he is dead. Now, Vlast has decided that with 4600 spotting, and not much else left to spot, he's going to move up. It's a bit dangerous, given that Batchat is underneath, but clearly Vlast is willing to take the risk here. Now he's going to go for a really aggressive push. I really love this play here. I wouldn't say gambling at all, but definitely taking a healthy risk for a healthy reward. His team is up 8,000 hit points and 5 kills, so it should be a pretty solid win, and Vlast wants to make sure that he gets the most out of this one. Getting some nice spotting there on the Batchat. Unfortunately, it looks like he has to share it with several other vehicles. And his Batchat on the Juliet line is actually causing him some problems. His first shot of the game, hadn't fired his gun before that. Hits for 348 on the Batchat. Trying to help his team take that out. That's one of the only tank, that is the only tank left that can really threaten him. The Batchat is moving up underneath. Their Batchat is down to a one-shot. And his team is pretty much rolling down the zero. They stalled out a little bit, given all the tanks hiding in the bushes. Now Vlast is going to start doing something that's fairly unusual for the Manticore, which is active scouting. Nice use of the bush here, making sure that it's solid before shooting, and that actually results in him not getting spotted, which is a fantastic job there. Spots a 4005, and now he's lit. Up to almost 6,000 spotting there. He's going pretty hardcore here. He's got all the premium loaded. His team is now up 8,600 health. Spots a Progetto in the back, hiding in the woods, who finishes off the 140, but that's not going to help him in the long term. Handbrake turn there, realizing that everything else is on the other side. Stopping for a second to aim at the Batchat, and there's his first kill of the game, putting him just under 1,000 damage. He's up to 7,000 spotting now. Now Vlast is going to venture in the woods and try and find everybody else who's hiding out back here. Takes a hit from the Progetto. Progetto's going to take one in return. Unfortunately, it bounces, and now Vlast's team is going to help him out. He spots both of the Arties simultaneously, all the way in that back corner. Vlast is now up to 8,000 spotting. 9,000 spotting, 9,500. And the Batchat finishes off that GW, the 7A finishes off the T92. Now he's going to take a shot there at the 4005. Unfortunately, the Progetto hiding in the woods is going to finish him off, and now Vlast's team is going to collapse in, finishing off the 4005, followed closely by the Progetto. There we go. Allowing Vlast to finish with 910 damage and 9,661 assists. But wait, let's look at the post-game. So Vlast finishes with only a second-class mastery badge. You can just see the crazy results people are getting in that vehicle. Obviously, spotter, scout, and patrol duty, something you don't see all that often. Vlast finishes top of his team with 1,062 experience, but actually he got 11,113 XP, presumably from the tracking shots he did. So that puts him at 12,000 combined there, as you can see, and no first class, but yet a fantastic result. Despite all the premium ammo he was shooting and his premium consumables, he still made 14,000 credits, but that was only because he didn't have to use his repair kit or his med kit. So he would have lost a little bit more if he had, and he didn't have too much of a repair cost either. It's a small tank, very light, only 19,000 to repair it. So great job there, Vlast. I really enjoyed watching you play this. A lot of the times that you see these crazy spotting games over 10,000, it's always on Prokhorovka, and I can say that I'm guilty of that too, because the 111,000 I put on the channel was on Prokhorovka. So it was really nice, and I was very excited to see this was on Malinovka, not Prokhorovka. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Again, I really enjoyed recording this blast, and I look forward to any more submissions you might have. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.